Piers Morgan has advised the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to get on a private jet and visit Meghan's father, Thomas Markle, at his home in Mexico. The outspoken Good Morning Britain host has slammed the royal couple, not only for their environmental hypocrisy, but for chopping Meghan's 75-year-old father out of their lives. During an interview with royal correspondent Robert Jobson, Piers, who returned to the breakfast show this morning following the summer break, roasted Meghan and Harry. "While we were away, there was this whole hypocrisy issue of we want to save the planet, every footprint counts, and it turns out their footprints are on endless private jets," said Piers. Secondly, there's this new interview with Meghan's father. Apparently she's now washed her hands of him completely. He's never met the baby, he's never met Harry. On the first point, this attempt by them to be woke royals, playing the political card about big issues, it's not going to fly, is it? Because the royal lifestyle by definition should render itself hypocritical to all that stuff. I have no problem with them having private jets, but I'm not telling everyone to watch their every footprint. Royal expert Robert Jobson admitted he thought it was a mistake that the couple had lectured people on climate change, adding that it was interesting that the Cambridges had decided to take a commercial flight just days after Harry and Meghan boarded a private jet to Ibiza. "I think they made a mistake when they started lecturing people on climate change, which is very emotive, and then jumping on a private jet all over the summer," said Robert. "And I think it's interesting that William and Kate and the kids all flew up on a budget air. I'm sure when they fly up to Balmoral they'll be on a commercial airline." Piers also took the opportunity to discuss once again how Meghan chopped him out of her life. "This thing with the father seems such a running sore and sadness to me," he said. "The idea that the guy who helped bring her up is now no longer a part of her life. Harry's never even bothered to meet him. I would be more sympathetic to Meghan Markle if I hadn't also had the experience. I fear she has this thing in her when she chops anyone when they become potentially a bit of a problem. They didn't even go and see him when he had a heart attack. I still think they should get on one of their private jets and go out and see the poor guy." Earlier this week, sources told The Sun that Harry and Meghan had no intention of introducing 4-month-old Archie to Thomas. "It's a terribly sad situation, but Meghan has made the very difficult decision that she doesn't have an active relationship with her father anymore," the insider said. "This was actually a decision she made some time ago, and it is something she's now coming to terms with. It's obviously heartbreaking for her, but she has to protect herself, her husband and her son. Thomas hasn't met Harry, and it's unlikely he'll meet Archie either." Last week, Thomas criticized Meghan and Harry for their recent trips on private jets. Local media reported that the Sussexes flew to Ibiza on a private jet, where they enjoyed a 6-day break on the Spanish island to celebrate Meghan Markle's 38th birthday on August 4th. The Mallorca Daily Bulletin reported, "No images have emerged of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and Archie, who stayed at a villa well away from the cameras. They traveled with security personnel, and it is reported that local security forces were not needed." Just 2 days later, the couple took another private jet to the south of France, where they stayed at Sir Elton John's £15 million pad before returning to England the following weekend in another private jet, creating 7 times more carbon emissions per person than a commercial flight. Fabulous Digital approached the palace, who declined to comment. Just days later, the Cambridges took a budget £73 a head flyby plane to Balmoral. The total cost for the family of 5 would have been just £365, while Harry and Meghan's private Cessna jet, paid for by Sir Elton John, costs around £20,000 to hire. Following the controversy over Meghan and Harry's gas-guzzling private jets, Piers, 54, shared a shot of himself sat on a British Airways flight to Nice. He tweeted saying, "Memo to eco-warriors Meghan and Harry, this is what economy to Nice looks like. Try it sometime." At British_Airways #Man of the People. In other royal news, we told you how Princess Diana redesigned the £300,000 sapphire engagement ring Prince Charles gave her. We also revealed feminists Meghan Markle and Prince Harry recruit all-female super squad of aides. And we showed you Prince Harry's ex Cressida Benez shows off her huge ruby and diamond engagement ring as she lunches with a pal.